My name is Tsuyoshi Toriyama, a 26-year-old who left the countryside to work for an agricultural co-op. My family in the countryside is a full-time farmer. I'm determined to inherit the business someday, but I longed for the city as I was still young. I thought of getting involved with farmers in a slightly more urban place than my hometown.
Tsuyoshi-kun, I have something to ask you. The crops in my father's field are acting strange.
Oh, it looks like it's about to get sick. At times like this.
Well, thanks to your advice, the crops have regained their energy. Thanks so much.
Did they? That's good to know. I learned a lot from this too.
And perhaps thanks to you, good-looking men started to bury themselves in the fields, you know? You really are something.
That probably has nothing to do with me.
Huh? Is that so? Anyway, it's great for someone like me. I don't get to meet guys often.
That's good to know. Wait, huh? What do you mean?
Well, Tsuyoshi-kun, you're really humble. You carry the same perspective as us and always keep an attitude of learning. I'm really happy to have a staff member like you. I'm counting on you.
Oh, thank you very much. Of course, there are times when I get scolded by union members, but it's an opportunity for me to grow. Dealing with nature is not easy. That's why I want to gain as much experience as possible. And I closed the farming center for the day as usual, and I came to deliver the sales proceeds to the credit branch next door. But
Thank you for your hard work, Toriyama-san. You're muddy again today, huh?
she receives the cash from me, and when she sees my work clothes, she frowned. She's my Tsubuta. She's 1 year my junior. She's in charge of the credit counter, and I meet her at the closing time.
Wouldn't it be great if you could also move to the credit department next year? There's nothing good about being close to dirty farmers.
She showers me with sarcastic words every day. She's causing me lots of stress. You seem to hate the farming section, but I think it's a rewarding job. Someday, I want to take over my family's farm. There are so many good things to learn every day. Then she looked down on me even more and laughed.
It seems like you won't be able to get married if you want to inherit the farm.
That again? Yeah, what ifs. As I was about to say this, I received a call on my smartphone. Dad? Did something happen? Sorry, Uzura-san. I'll be back by the time your processing is done.
Oh, wait! What the heck? How boring.
She doesn't like the fact that I prioritize phone calls over talking to her. It seems like she was in a very bad mood after this, but I can't care less. And a few days later, my life was taking a sudden turn. Tsuyoshi-senpai, are you really gonna quit? The man who keeps following me is Ren Narimiya. He's a cute junior in the same department. Yeah, sorry for the sudden news. I'll be handing over my job to you, so please take care of my work. After receiving a call from my dad the other day, I submitted my resignation letter. The other day, a large typhoon hit the rural town where my parents live. The damage was severe. Most of the crops in the fields were wiped out. The house was also completely destroyed. We're old now, right? Just when I was feeling at my limit, this typhoon came. Tsuyoshi, I'm sorry, but I don't think I can continue as a farmer anymore. I'm thinking of quitting. Dad, got it. I'll do something about it, so cheer up. I was thinking of going home eventually anyway. Wait for me, Dad. I'm not worried about anything, because you're excellent. I'm sure you'll do well even after I leave. Tsuyoshi-senpai, I'll do my best. I'm sure I'll go see you. Narimiya is usually called a cool and handsome guy, but he acts like a puppy in front of me. I handed over my admin tasks such as closing the cash register every day to Narimiya. Okay, well then, shall we go and hand over today's sales proceeds to the credit department? I don't want my Uzura to make fun of me today since I'm taking Narimiya with me, but...
Oh, Toriyama-san? So, isn't it about time you reconsidered?
Huh? What on earth?
I'm talking about you quitting and taking over your parents' farm. Being a farmer will definitely make you regret it.
Uzura, Have you been bothering Tsuyoshi-senpai by saying things like that? That's so rude. Uzura and Narimiya are the same age. Although they are in a different department, Narimiya, who knows Uzura, is glaring sharply at her.
I'm saying this for Toriyama-san's sake, okay? Farmers are uncool, dirty, and poor, and you can never get married.
Uzura, that's just your narrow-minded opinion. You're just strangling yourself. That's super lame, so you should stop it. Uzura fell silent after hearing Narimiya's words. Narimiya can be scary if you make him an enemy. This is how I finished my day. I thanked Narimiya for defending me and went out. But... Sarina-san! She's Sarina Imamura, who took care of me during my first year. She's a respected senior who is talented and successful.
Tsuyoshi-kun, it's been a while. Are you going to quit? I'm at the main branch now, but I heard.
I see. Yes, I was thinking of going to say hello to you before I quit. I'm indebted to you. Thank you very much for everything. Sarina-san, you taught me a lot during my first year. I was leaning forward to express my gratitude, but a high-handed voice interrupted me. Hey, Sarina-chan, what are you doing? Let's go quickly. Women follow men closely. That's how it should be. The person who calls Sarina-san out with his biased values is Kenji. He's a mid-level employee who is more experienced than me or Sarina-san.
I'm going now. I'm sorry, Tsuyoshi-kun. I'm looking forward to talking with you again.
Sure. Thank you, Sarina-san. On my last day, I visited Sarina-san again at the head office, but I was unable to meet her. I just went back to the countryside. When I returned to my hometown, my parents greeted me crying. They must have been extremely anxious. After that, I desperately tried to restore my parents' farm and greenhouse. The knowledge I learned at the co-op was very useful. My experience was not in vain. I am grateful to the farmers and colleagues I met. Fortunately, I'm confident in my physical strength. I worked hard on the farm, sometimes lending a hand to the elderly people in town.
Thank you, Tsuyo-kun. After the typhoon, I was in trouble because I couldn't remove it.
You're welcome, Granny Yoshie. If you need help again, please feel free to call me. It's been a year since I returned to the countryside. I was finally able to get my cabbage patch in order and felt relieved for the time being. Ha! Sarina-san!
I'm a new type of cabbage. Cabbage.
I was reunited with Sarina in an unexpected way. If you're interested in what happened after that, please watch my past video. There should be a link buried in the description.
And please watch. Cabbage.
2 years later, I married Sarina. I never thought I would be able to marry the woman I admire.
What's wrong? Lost in thought, Tsuyoshi-kun?
Oh, I was just thinking back on the past.
I see. I thought you were just really tired. Hey, Tsuyoshi-kun. It's already winter, so why don't we take a break?
Sarina smiles kindly as she sits in the kotatsu and eats oranges.
We haven't done it yet, have we? Honeymoon.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. How negligent of me, even though I'm married to you.
I don't think that way. Also, are you using honorifics again? We're already a couple, so can you just get used to speaking casually with me?
Sorry. Anyway, honeymoon. Is there somewhere you'd like to go?
Tsuyoshi-kun, you've worked really hard these past few years, haven't you? Why not hot springs?
I fell in love with her all over again with the kind Sarina-san who thought of me. After that, we discussed where to go, and we immediately agreed that it should be a hot spring resort. Winter is the perfect time for us, when farming slows down a bit. However, there is no rest. As long as the crops are in the field, they need to be taken care of on a daily basis. Dear farmers around the world, thank you for your hard work every day. During our trip, we asked our friends to watch over our fields. And on the day of the honeymoon, while strolling around the town we visited before heading to the inn, we discovered a local vegetable shop.
We have to go in!
We entered the shop with great enthusiasm. That's amazing! It's full of healthy vegetables.
Hey, Tsuyoshi-kun.
Huh? What's wrong, Sarina?
Negi.
I have finally mastered her cabbage language, and now I have to learn her green onion language? Well, I'm glad that you like my green onions. I have a farm nearby. Would you like to come see it?
Negi.
Sarina gets to know a local green onion farmer. By the way, what is that pose? Thanks to the kind green onion farmer, Sarina decides to go see the green onion field. I wanted to see a little more of the shop, so I decided to do so. As I was about to leave the shop to pick up Sarina, I was stopped by an unexpected person. Tsuyoshi-senpai! Huh? Narimiya? Long time no see! Why are you in a place like this? I'm on a staff trip to this hot spring resort. Great to see you, Tsuyoshi-san. Perhaps... Yeah, we are finally on our honeymoon. When I said this, I heard a harsh laugh.
What are you talking about, Narimiya-kun? Torimiya-san, a full-time farmer on his honeymoon? That can't be true.
Uzura-san. Since it was a staff trip, of course she was there too. She's still making fun of me? By the way, for a certain reason, I only informed Narimiya that I married Sarina. Uzura, are you still insulting my beloved Tsuyoshi-senpai? The reason you hate farmers is because you often make many mistakes at work and are often scolded by our union members, right? You're pissed off just because you don't want to take their scolding seriously, like a kid. Am I wrong? Agricultural co-ops have members who are not farmers too, but they also provide strong support to farmers. Because she was unable to support them well and was often scolded by farmers, she started to hate them.
That's because farmers whose only skill is to get dirty are so arrogant.
Hearing her words, even the normally calm me lost my patience. Hey, people who don't know the hardships of farmers shouldn't be so arrogant. In the past, no matter how much I was made fun of, I could just ignore it, but I can't do that now. I took over the farm from my parents and learned firsthand the hardships faced by farmers. Agriculture, which deals with nature, is not a job that can be easily done. You can say anything about me, but I won't forgive you if you insult farmers any farther. I don't usually show my anger, so I guess she was especially frightened by my anger. She looked like she was about to cry.
There are no good farmers after all.
With that said, Uzura runs away. Of course, I didn't feel like following her. I'm glad Sarina wasn't here right now. Tsuyoshi-senpai, I'm sorry, even though it's your honeymoon. You did nothing wrong, right? Anyway, if you face any difficulty, let me know anytime, alright? You must have had a hard time after I quit, but the union will be safe with you. Come visit us again anytime, okay? Tsuyoshi-senpai, after all, you should get married to me too. I think Sarina-san will allow that. Why did it come to that? By the way, Imamura-san. Sarina-san. She isn't here? Oh, I'm sure she's buried in a green onion field by now. But buried?
Negi?
Oh, the soil is feeling so happy. Girl, just who the heck are you? My wife was returning the favor to the green onion farmer who taught her a lot. After that, Sarina and I enjoyed the walk. We have arrived at the inn where we will be staying and have just enjoyed the bath. It was a really nice hot spring. Sarina, I don't think she has come out yet. Good. I headed to the souvenir shop inside the inn to wait for Sarina.
Huh? Toriyama-san?
Surprisingly, right in front of me was my Uzura, dressed in a yukata. No way. Were they even using the same inn? That's a strange coincidence. Are you going to take a hot spring? I try to end the conversation quickly, but it seems like it won't be that easy after all.
Hey, Toriyama-san. Don't you actually regret taking over the farm?
This person seems to want me to regret it. Her tenacity is frightening. There are certainly a lot of difficulties, but I've never once regretted it.
Ugh, that must be a lie. Are you trying not to show your weakness to others? You can show it to me. Oh, That's right. It's not too late now. Why don't you go back to the city again and be with me?
Unfortunately, the only time I show my weakness is in front of my wife. Could you please not come any closer? My Uzura said she wants to be with me. To tell you the truth, this wasn't the first time. When I was still working at my previous job, she confessed her feelings to me.
Toriyama-san, will you go out with me?
Sorry, I can't date you. I didn't expect her to ask me out again. I heard that you've been courting Narumiya since I left, but why me again?
Toriyama-san, you are kinder than any other man. Strong and dependable. You are my ideal man.
Uzura-san, as you probably know, I'm already married. I have no intention of returning to the city. I decided to live in that town, and there's only one wife I love, both now and in the past. When I said this indifferently, my Uzura frowned.
I'm sure she's not a big deal, right? A woman who marries someone with an unstable and low income like a farmer?
I was about to argue with her when she finally insulted my wife.
Is that about me?
A dignified, beloved voice echoes quietly before me.
What? Why are you...
When I looked, I saw Sarina standing there in her yukata after taking a bath. Whoa, Sarina-san is so divine! Oh, that's not important right now, is it, Tsuyoshi?
Why are you here, my Uzura? Imamura-san? Why? Wait, Toriyama-san's wife is... Yeah, I'm Tsuyoshi's wife. After I quit, I happened to meet Tsuyoshi again, and we fell deeply in love with each other.
Sarina-san, it's a bit embarrassing.
Jeez, no matter how much time passes, you're so shy. Well, that's also what makes you so cute, though.
Sarina clings tightly to my arm and shows a relaxed smile. Uzura will never be able to compete with her.
So, Uzura-san, I have a lot of things to say, but have you been doing well?
Sarina was also at the branch where my Uzura was first assigned. Apparently, her trainer was another staff member, but Sarina was the most capable person in charge at the time. Hey, can you please hurry up? I don't have time.
I'm sorry. Uzura-san, are you okay? I will teach you how to handle this. I'll be watching next to you, so try and calm down. Imamura-san, thank you. We apologize for keeping you waiting. Could you wait for another 5 minutes?
If you say so, I can wait with peace of mind. I'm sorry I got angry.
It's okay. Farmers are busy, so I understand. Please wait. I'm sorry. Imamura-san, she's so dignified and good at her job. So cool. I wonder if I can be like her too.
It seems that my Uzura had a lot of respect for Sarina, who had saved her many times back then.
No way. How could a cool woman like you marry a farmer?
Sarina left her previous job due to mental illness, and Narimiya, who I trust, is the only former colleague who knows about what happened afterwards. Taking into account Sarina's feelings, I asked Narimiya not to tell anyone.
Oh, why do you say that? I'm very happy now. Unlike you, I didn't like the city. Rather than being told I am an excellent worker there, it was more fun to live with Tsuyoshi as a farmer's wife. If you want to live a glamorous life in the city, go for it. If you don't like being a farmer, you shouldn't step foot in a farm. Just don't force your values upon us. Or, are you still gonna insult my husband? Tsuyoshi and I worked hard together in the field, and that healed my heart that was worn out in the city. Working with nature, it's not as easy as you think. Until you understand that, you will remain immature as a union employee.
After being harshly scolded by Sarina-san, whom she admired, Uzura was unable to say anything back. Then, Narimiya came in after taking a bath with a shocked expression on his face, but he's still too handsome. You never change, Uzura. It's impossible to take Tsuyoshi-senpai away from Sarina-san. Right, senpai? Narimiya looks at me with a grin. I realize the intention behind that expression. Well, ever since I was at my previous job, I loved Sarina.
What?
That's how it is. That's why you were rejected back then. Wait, Narimiya, give me a break. I'm so embarrassed.
No way. Toriyama-san has always loved Imamura-san? Hey, why do you keep such a cute story to yourself until now? I'll bury you and give you lots of love. Shall we go back to our room now? I won't let you sleep tonight.
Hey, Sarina-san! That's supposed to be my line! My Uzura, who took the final blow, collapses to her knees on the spot. I'll say this clearly at this point. Even if you try to switch from Tsuyoshi-senpai to me, that won't happen. 'Cause I hate you from the bottom of my heart. Well then, stop following me around any further. Now, as for what happened after that, surprisingly, it seems she was involved in embezzlement, and she was arrested. It seems that her resentment toward a certain farmer who always treated Uzura harshly was greater than we imagined. She ended up taking his savings. It's impossible to hide the crime of embezzlement within the union's management system. Plus, her embezzlement was done emotionally, without any planning, so she was easily discovered. The union has indicated its intention to file criminal charges against her. It's easy to imagine that her future isn't bright. Well, after our honeymoon, Sarina and I returned to our usual daily lives. And as Sarina's request, we started a new green onion field in addition to the cabbage field.
Salt is supposed to be a natural enemy of crops, but green onions seem to have a strong tolerance to it.
The secret to making good green onions that I learned from that farmer is to sprinkle seawater to bring out the sweetness of the green onions. Since this town, where Lovekoi Seaside Railway runs, is also near the sea, we adopted that method. As a result, sweet white green onions with the same sugar content as strawberries are currently grown in my fields. We've grown a lot of healthy and delicious crops this year too.
Yeah, we have. Hey, Tsuyoshi-kun, I got a fruit inside too. Did you notice?
Sarina gently places her hand on her belly. I couldn't help but scream out loud with joy. Farming has always been, and will continue to be, an irreplaceable job that supports our lives. Without forgetting to be grateful for the blessings of nature and the kindness of people every day. I will continue to live in this town with my lovely wife, and another life to be born soon.
Hi guys, thank you for watching. As mentioned in the story, it's important to appreciate the kindness of people in our daily lives and not look down upon people about what they do. I hope you guys will have a wonderful day. See you in the next video.